琉璃车挂
ornamental car accessories.
琉璃是佛教七宝之一。
Lapis
此系
lazuli
列
is
琉
one of
璃
the
车
seven
挂的造
treasures
型
of Buddhism.
庄严秀美，
This line of
色
car
泽清
accessories
澈
is
透亮。
beautiful,
经由
richly
金菩
hued,
提禅师
crystal
慈悲
clear,
加持，
and blessed by
有
Grandmaster
缘引请
JinBodhi.
者
These
快速
ornaments
与
offer
佛
the
菩萨
bearer
相应，
instant connection
和
with the
平安
Buddhas and
护佑，
Bodhisattvas
消灾
and
延
blessings
寿
of peace,
清净
longevity,
智慧
purity of mind, and wisdom.
银箔琉璃手串及念珠
Silver-embossed glazed-glass bracelet and mala beads.
佛教七宝之
琉
一
璃is one of the
就是
seven
药师
treasures
佛
of
为
Buddhism.
普度众生
It
的
is
化身
imbued
之
with
物，
Medicine
极
Buddha's
为
all
尊贵。
compassionate blessing.
此银箔
It
琉
is
璃
extremely
采用
precious.
古法琉璃的工艺，
This silver-embossed
经过约
琉
60
璃
道工
is
序，
handcrafted
颗颗
using
纯手工制
ancient
作。
artisanship,
它
comprised
呈
of
现宝
60
石蓝
steps.
光，
The
内
beads
部
have
有
a
着薄荷
sapphire
的
blue
银，
shine
这种蓝
with the
色
glimmer of
西方
silver.
人称
This
之为
blue is
宝石
called
蓝或
sapphire
皇家
blue
蓝，
or
变
royal
成了一
blue
种紫
in
色
the
感，
West. The
寓意
purple
紫气
sheen
东来，
symbolizes
有眼
purple
天，
energy,
得
signaling
金菩
the
提禅师
arrival of
慈悲
fortune.
加持，愿佩戴者财
With
源广
Grandmaster
进，
JinBodhi's
富贵有
compassionate
余。
blessing,
与
the
药
wearer
师
should
佛相
receive
应，
fortune
生如
and
琉璃，
abundance
智
and be
慧
in
风
sync
雅。
with Medicine Buddha's purity and wisdom.
日光菩萨宝石手串，
Sunlight
来自日光菩萨的
Bodhisattva.
守
It is
护。
imbued with
日光菩萨
sunlight
宝石
Bodhisattvas
是一种产量
gem.
稀
The
少的
sunlight
宝石，
Bodhisattva gem is a rare
与祖
gemstone
母绿、海
connected
蓝
to
宝石是
emeralds
姻
and
亲。
aquamarines.
它晶莹剔
It's
透，
crystal
恬静
clear
温
and
婉，
has a peaceful and
因为
gentle
含有不
energy
同的稀有
combined
金
with
属
various
而
rare
色彩缤
metals.
纷，
This piece
散
is
发着柔
colorful
和
and
的彩色
exudes
光芒，
soft,
给
colorful
人以
light.
日光
It
菩
brings
萨
one
般
the
慈悲
compassionate,
温暖的
warm
抚慰。
solace of the sunlight Bodhisattva.
日光菩萨是
Sunlight
药师佛的
Bodhisattva is
两
one
大
of
辅佐
Medicine
之
Buddha's
一，
two main
是东
assistants
方净
and
琉
the
璃世界
principal
的上首菩
Bodhisattva
萨
of。the Eastern Pure Land of Lapis
金菩提
Lazuli.
禅师取
Master
其名
JinBodhi
号，
named the
日放
bracelet
千光，
to
遍照天
symbolize
下，
it shining
琥珀明
boundlessly
暗
all
之
over the
意。
world and
将此
dispelling
宝石
darkness.
赐
He
名
calls
为
his
日
gemstone
光菩
Sunlight
萨宝石，
Bodhisattva gem
将强大加持
and
力
endows
赋
it
予
with
在
the
此
powerful
法物
blessing
中，
that it may
能
be a
帮助
blessed
佩戴
gift.
者
It
安
helps
抚
its
忧
wearers
虑，
soothe
舒缓压
concerns,
力，破
reduce
除迷
stress,
障，
remove
获得日光
confusion,
菩萨
and
的守
obtain
护。
sunlight Bodhisattva's
此外，
protection.
每种颜
Each
色代
color
表着不
represents
同
a
的性
different
格类
personality
型。
type.
佩戴此手
Wearing
串
this
可
bracelet
沟
helps
通
us
无碍，
communicate
所求
smoothly,
皆应，
fulfill
提升
personal
个人魅
wishes,
力，
enhance
改善
personal
人际关
charisma,
系，
improve
使我们的社交
interpersonal
人缘
relationships,
更
and
加顺
harmonize
畅，
social
更能促
interactions.
进美好
It
的姻
especially
缘，
promotes
走
love
向幸
and
福吉
marriage
祥的
and
人
embrace
生。
a happy, auspicious life.
月光菩萨
Moonlight
宝石念
Bodhisattva
珠，
gemstone mala necklace.
月光菩萨
The
又
Moonlight
称月光
Bodhisattva
遍照
is
菩
known
萨，
as the Bodhisattva who
产自
shines
土耳其的蓝玉
light.
髓，稀
The
少难
Turkish
得，
blue
淡淡蓝
chalcedony.
色
The
散发
subtle
出宁
touch of the
静
blue not
淡
only
雅
exudes
之美，
peacefulness and
能改
elegant
善
beauty,
和预
but
防
also
眼疾。
improves and prevents
金菩
eye
提禅
issues.
师
Grandmaster
将此
JinBodhi
宝
named
石
this
取名
stone
为月
Moonlight
光菩萨宝石，
Bodhisattva gemstone
将强
and
大加
imbued
持
the
力
mala with
赋予此
powerful
法物。
blessings.
长期佩戴
Wearing this
有
mala
安
over
定
the
心
long
神的
term
作用，
calms the mind
可以避
and
免
wards
负
off
能量的侵
negative
害，
energies.
能让我们身
It
心
also
祥
promotes
和，
a peaceful
增
body and
强沟
mind,
通协调能
strengthens
力，
communication
显著
skills,
改善
and
人际关
significantly
系。
improves interpersonal relationships.
东方蓝宝石
Eastern
手
blue
串，
gemstone bracelet.
东方蓝宝
The
石
Eastern blue
是信心
gemstone
的
is a
宝石，
gemstone of
带有
confidence,
积极正
imbued
面
with
的幸运能
positivity
量。
and luck.
它代表着
It is
东
a
方
symbol of
净
the
琉璃
Eastern
世界，
paradise realm.
佩戴者
Wearing
有
it
利于沟
facilitates
通药师
communication
佛，
with medicine Buddha.
可以迅速
It
摆
can
脱
quickly
负面
banish
能
negative
量，
energy,
沟通
tap
慈悲
into
吉祥的
compassion
信
and
息，
auspiciousness,
改善运势，
transform one's luck,
带来
and
身
bring
心
about
灵的清
purity
净
and
自
ease
在
of。body, mind, and spirit.
Hello, 各位网友朋友，大家好。
Hello, our online friends. Hello, everyone.
今天又是我们祈福共修时间。
Today, we're
在
get
现
together
在
again
这段时间里
and have this chanting
哈，
group
看到世
practice.
界各地
So
还
during this
是
period
受
of
这
time,
个
I
肺炎
can
瘟疫的
see
这个影
that
响，还是非常
the
巨大的
pandemic
啊，
is
为
still
各个国
affecting the
家
whole
为
world
大众呢带来这个损失
and has
是非常巨大。
brought huge
再加
loss
上一些国家还
to
有一些
many
战争啊，
countries.
美国国
And
内
in
还有
some
一些
countries, they
其
also
他
have
社会动荡啊。
war and some
我们
other
希望呢，通过我们的念佛祈福
problems.
能够得到这个上天的眷顾
We
早
hope
点
that
平息这些天灾人
through
祸
our chanting, all these
让每一个人
turmoils,
呢
all these war
这
and
个
pandemic
心生
can
慈悲
be
正念，
eliminated.
别
I
再
hope
伤害，
everybody will have kind heart,
不要去
compassionate
刻意
thoughts.
伤害，
Do not
无论对一个国家
intentionally hurt others,
还是对个
whether
人，
it is towards
还
a
对一个家
country,
庭
towards a person,
不要
or
有伤害
towards
的
a
心。
family. Never have
对，
that
那是有罪
intention
过的。
of harm, because
这个
that
因果
is
循
a
环不
sin,
爽。
and
今天
that is
你伤害他
not
人
right. And
来
because
年
of the
你
the law of
必
cause
逢
and
灾难。
consequence, if you
所以
harm other people
这个
or
因果循环
today,
是自
in
有
the
天数
future,
的，
you will definitely
希
have
望
to
大家
bear
呢
the result.
怀有一个慈
So I
悲
hope
正面的
everyone
心
will have a
我们
compassionate
最起码要做到
and
不
kind
伤
heart.
害，
At least we
对
should not
少点贪欲之心，
and less greed,
少一点非分之想。
less lust and
当贪
desires.
心自我能够
And
收住了，
when we can
伤
control
害
our
自动
greed,
自然
then
就会减少
the harmful
所以我们
actions
修
will
习佛法
naturally and
最重要的
automatically
是说
be reduced.
懂得了道理
And
之后
so when we learn
要做到自
Buddhadharma,
觉
when we understand these laws,
所以这个自觉就
then
非常
we
的宝
need
贵
to self-discipline.
自觉
This
其
is
实就是
very
开悟
precious. This kind of self-discipline
做一个明
is
道理的人
actually
明是非的人
awakening and
做一个善良的人
to know the
对
truth, to be
所
a
以
kind person.
少一份贪心。
And so I hope you would
那这个
have
贪心怎么能控
less
制呢？
greed. So how
其
can
实
we
是
reduce
对比之
greed?
后的这个
Actually,
知足与感恩心
a。lot of times it's through
而学着感
comparing
恩，我们
with
贪
other
心
things,
就
and
会
then
减
we,
少。
you know,
我们
comparing
的
with
爱心、
the worst ones, and then we
同情
would
心、
not, we will be
同理
more
心
grateful,
就
and then
会
we'll
增
have
强。
more sympathy and empathy,
让这个世界充满着爱，
and the whole world would be full of love,
少点狠毒、贪欲、
and less
霸占、
greed and harsh
垄断。
harshness,
哎
or you know,
对，少一点伤害。
conquer others, and
我们的一切都会
less
变得美好起来。
harmful actions, and then everything will get better and better.
在这个瘟疫期间，我一直
In
呢
this
在坚持
pandemic,
带给大家，再
I
讲一
have
些
been
修身养
delivering
性的内容，
teachings of
也为大
cultivation,
家也做一些加持。
and I also perform some
也
energy
希望大家
healings.
呢，就是多练练功。
I hope you would
如果没有正式学过的
practice
朋友
more.
呢，可以
If
跟
you
我们一起
haven't
念佛，
learned
跟着听课。
our Bodhi
我
Meditation,
们
you
的网
can
上呢
just follow
都
me
免费，你
to
能收看到，
chant
像八卦
and
健身操
listen to the teachings.
这个你大概对着那个
Online on YouTube, you can find
这个
the
电视画
energy
面去跟着
Bagua
练就可以，
robotics, and you just
没有什么绝
follow
对标
the
准。
the
就
YouTube
跟着活
video,
动呢，你
and
能每天
it's very
活动
simple.
10分钟，
And every
出一
day,
身汗，
if you can just
促进
follow
血
it
液循
and,
环，
and exercise for
并
that
且这些动作呢，
10 something
几乎每
minutes,
个年
then
龄层的人都
you
能
will
做。
sweat, and the,
如果
the
年长
movements
者
are
动
very
作可以不
simple
标准，
for
那没有关
any
系，
kind
反正没有
of
副作
age
用
group. And even if you're
通
a
常比较有
senior,
正面的作用。
it will still bring you positive
这
results.
些
I
都不
don't
会修，
see
还有一个
any side effects.
大礼拜法，这都是免费挂在
Also,
网上。
you
我
can
们这
also
个
learn
去收看的
prostration.
网址呢，
The teaching of
一会儿呢，
prostration is
我
also
们的
free
导播小朋友也把
online.
它就是
After a
打
while,
在屏幕下方，
maybe we
大家可以
can
在那里去看，
ask
这是免费收看的。
my assistants to help
这
to
个
put
它的
this
健身
link
效
here,
果是特别强
and。then you can learn
嗯，
and
对，
find
给
it
大家
on
分享一
YouTube.
点
It
这个
actually
经验
really
哈。
help us to
这个它和吃
improve
药
our
不一样。
health. Well,
这个
I'd
修
like to
炼呢，
share my
最
experience
起码
with
就
you.
是
It's
以
different
7
from
天。
taking
所以你看
medications.
佛教一说是
You
打
know,
禅期，打
in
禅期呢，
Buddhism,
它是以7
usually
天为
7
一个小
days
周期。
is a
如果
small,
吃药就等于一
you
个
know,
疗程，
cycle.
所以7天
It's
也对应西
like,
方的这个天文历哈。
and
你看
also,
一个
you
礼
see,
拜7天，
in a calendar, 7 days
7
is
天
1 week.
是小见
and so
成效。
In 7 days, you would
一个月
start to have some
就初见
minor
成效。
benefits. And in
100
after
天
1 month, then you
你已
would
经打下了一个很
really
好的
have
基础。
some results. And in 100
100天
days,
大家还记得
you
叫
would
什么名字
already
吗？
have
叫百日筑基。
a good foundation.
基
So
是
we
什么？
call it
就是
100
坚
days
强的
establish a
基础。
solid foundation. So
坚
that
强
is
的
a
健康
very
基础。
solid foundation of
哎，
health.
你这个修任何一个法，
Whatever
如果
practice
对你有作用，
you learn, if
我就
it's
提倡这个修100
beneficial for
天。
you, I always
像八卦
recommend
内
that you
功
practice for
念佛
100
1小
days,
时
like energy
等
Bagua
等，都
or
是要持续一个
chanting.
时间性。
You need
100
to
天，那
consistently
100天不是
practice for
一练一
a
整
period
天
of
哈，
time, like 100
而
days.
是
It
每
doesn't
一
mean that
天最少1个小时。
a whole day for 100 days.
你
It's
想一
just
整
like
年才
1 hour
365
a
天
day.
嘛，
For
对不
the
对？
whole year,
那
it's
才365个小
365
时，
days,
1
and
小时算
there's
就很
only
少。
even for a whole year, it's only
那么这一
365
年
hours. So
每天1个小
considering
时，
the hours, it's not a
这样
lot. So
365个小
every
时下来
day,
之后，
1 hour a day after
你的健康状况不用我
365
说。
days, your
所以
health condition,
那么
I
你
don't
刚来
need
的
to
朋友
tell
听我们
you.
讲课，
Well,
听我们这个
newcomers
大家的
coming
分
to
享，会觉
our
得这都是炒
channel,
作，
then you would
这
think,
都是骗人。
you're just selling, you're
按照我们
just
中
doing
国的说，这都是邪
marketing.
教。
And
这
in
都是邪教
China,
主。
they may
对，
think
这
that
是
it's
猪教，
not
这是狗教。
a good teaching, that
劝人
actually
行善，修行方法就能够
Well,
得健康。这是什
guiding
么教？
people to be more
这叫
kind
慈悲
and
之教。
compassionate. What kind of teaching is that?
一
This
份
is a
善心
teaching
都
of
不懂，
compassion.
加一个恶
Have
名，
a
大家不懂的人就说你这个是那
kind
个
heart，
这忘恩负义的小人。
In China, they
只唱到
sometimes
1天1个小时
you know
效果就特别好，你试一试。
don't say
我
that.
教了多少人了？
But you see, I've already taught
教
so
得
many
太多了。
people, and they
当然教多了你也不珍惜。
just 1 hour a day, and you'll benefit so much.
你再跟我学
Sometimes you
都是现
learn
场是
from
收
me,
费
you're
的。
not, you
你
don't
来
cherish that
看我
much.
这一篇视频，你
In
就
the
可能不收
future,
费。
when
但
you
有一
come
天
and
我那个
watch my
资金
video,
紧
you
张的
may
时候，我
have
就会这么
to
干了啊。
pay for
趁
that.
现在都是免费，你
When
赶快练啊。
my budget becomes tight, then I'll have to charge
那
for
这些天我的上
watching
课
the
与加
videos.
持到
But,
底效果怎么
well,
样
so
呢？
really
看我们的网友朋友的来
take
信分享
advantage of right now
啊，
and
请
cherish
觉
the
真物理呢，
opportunity
你
that
们
you
给大
can
家
watch
分
for
享一
free.
下网友朋友的来信。
There are lots of
这
online
些网友
friends
正是
who
在
have
今天
shared
的
their
这个
benefits
上课过
from,
程之中都守在
you know,
电脑前看的朋友。
they benefit a lot
觉得
from the
师傅好
classes, and they just
对，我
watch
们的网
the
友最近跟着师傅在
the
网络
live
上念
broadcast.
佛共修，还接受师傅的这种
online
能量的
friends
加
follow
持哈，
Grandmaster
受益
online
特别的
to
多啊，
chant
读了以后
and
都非常
receive
的感
healings,
动，
and then
也
they
跟师傅来分享一
received a
下。
lot of
首先呢
benefits.
来自于马来西亚
And so
甲洞禅堂的范全师姐，
范全
她就
Sister
讲了她
范
念
全
佛呢
from
化解
Malaysia
了对母亲
甲洞
几十
Center,
年的怨
and
恨。
from the
她说呢，
chanting,
在她11岁的
she
时候，
actually
母亲
completely
抛下
dissolved
她
her
和3个
hatred
弟弟
towards her
和别
mother.
人组建了
Well,
家
when
庭
she was only
家
3
庭的
years
不完
old, her
整
mother
造
left them
成她
and
只
married
上到5
somebody
年
else.
级就辍学
And
了
so she,
然后父亲呢还
she
要
had
养
to
工，
stop
还要做工
going
的
to
养活
school
孩子，所以
from
照
grade
顾弟
5.
弟的责任
Her
就落
father
在她
needed
的
to
身
continue
上。
working,
家
and
庭
so
的
she
经
had
历，
to look
她也
after
受
the
到别人
brothers.
的指指点点，
And
这让
because
她
of
感到
the
很自卑，
family,
缺少自信，
a
又
lot
没
of
有
people
得到母爱
talk,，
所以
you know,
她对母亲的怨恨就
say
越来
something
越深。
about her, and so she
她
always
做工以
felt
后呢，
very
妈妈还回
lack
来
of
认她
confidence
啊
and。
她长
complain
大成人
about
做工以
and
后啊，
hated her
而她
mom.
见到母亲就像
And
见到
whenever
仇
she
人一样，
saw
还
her
发
mom,
誓说
it's，almost
就是
like
你
she's
死的那
looking
天，我
at
都不会去看你。
an enemy. She's meeting
到
an enemy, and
2004年
even
呢
when her，
妈
mother
妈过
passed
世的
away,
时候，
she said
即
she
使
would
她
not
知
go
道
to see
都
her.
没有去
And
送她。
and
她
when
学了
her
菩
mother
提呢，
did
开始在
pass
禅
away,
堂
she
做
didn't
义工，
went to go
也
and
知道
see her mother.
供灯有很多的好处。有
After
一
she
天
came
呢，
to
她就
Bodhi
为她的家
Meditation
公家
Center,
婆还有父亲供灯。
she knows
啊
that
她
candle
供完灯以
offering
后
would
呢，就在
help
观
a
音殿
lot,
跪
and
下
so
来
she
要念
offered
佛的时
candle
候呢
for，her
突然想起了母亲，
mother-in-law,
不知道为什
father-in-law,
么就
and
流泪
her
了，
father.
然后就
When she
站
was
起来
chanting,
就
all of a
去
sudden she
为母
started to
亲也
cry.
供了灯。
Suddenly she
之
felt
后
like she
呢，对
wanted
母
to
亲的这
offer
种
candle
怨
for her
恨就
mother.
减少
And
了，
after
但是
that,
还是
her
没有
hatred
完
towards her
全的
mother
释
has been
怀。
reduced, but not completely
那么
gone.
跟着师父在一起
And
一起念佛的时候呢
when she，
他
was
就为父
following
母念佛，
Master's
然后就哭得很
chanting,
厉
she
害。
chanted
突
for
然
her
想到
parents,
自
and
己
she
对母
cried a
亲
lot.
太不孝
All of
顺
a
了，
sudden, she
突然
felt
明白
that
大
she
人之间
really
感情的事情
disrespected her
孩
mother.
子不了解，
And
我不应
maybe,
该恨他。
you know,
那一刻，
her
他深
parents'
深地向母亲忏
relationship, she
悔，
probably
可
didn't
是
know
母
much
亲已经
about
不
their
在了。
conflicts
他就
and
一
the
边念佛一
reasons,
边
and so
忏悔说对
she
不起
suddenly
就
thought
是在
that
这过程
she
之中，
shouldn't
突然
hate her
感到
mother,
好
and she
像有人
repented
推
so
了他
much.
后背
And
一
when
下
she was，
就
chanting,
好
all
像
of a
差一
sudden she
点要
felt
扑
somebody
倒。
was
这个时
pushing
候
her.
呢，
She
他
almost
突然
fell
看到
down.
有一颗
And
七
then
彩钻
she
石
suddenly
一样的
saw
光
a
亮
light
向上
like
飞，
a
他
colorful
感觉那就是
diamond.
他的母亲，
And she felt
感觉
that
母
was
亲
her mother.
好像原谅了
And
他的
she
不孝，
felt that
他
her
也彻
mother
底
has
释怀了
forgiven
母亲
her.
当年的离开。
And she also has forgiven her
然后
mother's
他都
departure
忘记了，不知道从哪
many
一年
years
开始
ago
哈
to，
他每一
leave
年都
her
会
and
摔
her
倒、
brothers.
跌倒。那这样呢，就导致
And
这些
so
年腰痛
before
啊、
she
腿
every
痛啊
year
这
she
些
would fall
伤痛
down
就
and
一
she
直
had a
跟随
lot
着
of
她。
back pain
但
and
是
leg
呢，
pain.
对母亲的这
And
种仇恨、怨恨消除了之后
when
呢，
this
腿痛、
hatred
腰痛全
towards
都
her
消失
mother
了，
disappeared,
而且
all the
曾经
back
紧
pain
绷的
and
身
leg pain
体变得
disappeared.
松软了，
Her
非
very
常的
stiff
轻松
body
自
now
在。
turned into very
真
soft
好
body.
对，真
And she
的非
felt
常
very
的
light.
我
深
听了都
刻，
很感动。
很
Wow.
感动啊！
I'm
这个我们的
really
念佛，你
touched
看，
by hearing
哎，
this.
阴阳两隔的哈，这个
This
母女之情哈
chanting,。
这就是佛力加持啊！
This is
真
really
化着
like
你心中的那种怨恨
this is the blessing from
这个
Buddha
法官都没
completely
有办法
dissolve the
对呀
hatred.
真是
Even the
真的
judge
好感
cannot
动
对，感
help
恩师父带领
sometimes.
大家一起来念
And
佛。
I'm really
他是
touched
有
by
福
this
啊，还有
story.
吗？
She's very
有
lucky. Any
啊
other shares?
像来自印尼雅加达的
from
虚地师
Indonesia.
姐她分享呢，为
Sister
父亲
Shiti,
念佛，父亲身
and
体
she
更健康
chanted
了。
for her father,
她的
and
父
her
亲呢
father
81
became
岁
healthier.
最近呢身体也不是很
Her
好，
father was
胃口也不是很
81
好。
years old. She,
然后让他
he
担忧
didn't
的呢
have
是
good
父亲住
appetite.
在印尼
And
但是跟他不
His
是在
brother,
同一个城
his father
市。
lived in
那么
Indonesia,
呢，他
but
就
not
没
in
有
the
办
same
法时
city.
时刻刻的
And
照顾
so
父
she
亲。
cannot look
那从
after
今
her
年3月初
father
开
all
始
the
呢，
time.
政府又让大家不要
At the
出门
beginning，of
飞
March,
机也停飞了
because of the，
他也没有
lockdown，
办法去看望父
she
亲
couldn't， go
那
to
心里只
see
有
her
着急。
father. There was no
于是
flight.
呢，他就借助师傅的
And
念
so,
佛因为师傅有引导
she
为父母念佛嘛
chanted，
而且他还
for
跟着
because
师傅的网
Master
络课程
guided
哈
us to，
天
chant
天
for
都为
parents, and
为
so
父
she
亲念佛，
chanted for
祈请
her
佛菩
father
萨，
every
祈
day
请师傅加
and
持护佑
pray
他的
for
父亲
Grandmaster
身体健
JinBodhi
康。
and Buddhas to bless
念了
his
3天的
fa-
佛之
bless
后，
her
第4
father.
天早上
And
念佛之
after
前，
3
他先
days
打
of
个电话
chanting,
给父亲。听到父亲开
when she's
朗的
just
笑
about
声，
to
他非
chant
常
on
的
the
开
4th
心。
day, she
父
phoned
亲
her
说他现
father
在
and her
很
father
健
was
康，
laughing.
吃的
And her
也
father
好，
said
胃
she's,
口也好，
he's
睡
very
眠也
healthy
很好。
and
晚
have
上
good
8点就
appetite
睡，早上
and
4点起床，
sleep
起
very
床就
well
去做运
and
动啊、
like
健
sleep
身啊、
at
晒晒
8
太
p.m.
阳，
and get up at
一天
4
过得都
a.m.
很
and
快
then go
非
out
常的
and
感恩师傅。
enjoy
感恩
sunshine
师
and
傅呢，
really
好像
pass
知
his
道弟子的忧虑
first
哈，
and
帮
so
助弟
she's
子解
very,
决了这
very
些烦恼
grateful for
所
Grandmaster
以呢，
because
这个师姐
Grandmaster's
现在也
guidance
真
and
的
the
可以放
chanting
心了，
really
感恩。
helped
真
her.
是个孝顺孩子
Wow,
哈。
this is a
这个
very
佛菩萨会
respectful
护佑
child.
您的父
Buddhas
亲
and
会用
Bodhisattvas
你
will
全家
protect
吉
your
祥
father
如意啊。
and protect your
真好，
whole
感恩师
family
父。
to be auspicious
那
and
么还有多
wish-fulfilling.
伦多禅堂
Well,
的
thank you,
陈可
Master.
师姐呢，
And
她也是
Sister
为父
Chenke
母
from
念
Toronto
佛。
Center,
那妈妈的
she
健康得
also
到了
chant
改善，
for
爸爸的
mother.
情绪
Her
也平
mother's
和了。
health improved
最
and
近在疫
her
情期间呢
father is，
一向
also
忙碌的
calmer.
陈可师姐在
During the
家
pandemic,
跟随金菩提
Sister
宗师
Chenke
这个网络的课
used to be
程哈
very，busy,
然
and
后
now
都非常
because of
精进的修
pandemic,
行。
she stays
念佛的时
home
候呢，
and
观
so
想父
follow
母和自
Grandmaster
己
to
在一
chant.
起。
Whenever she
那
chants, she
同
would
时呢，
visualize her
也为
parents are
父
with
母在
her,
禅堂
and
点
she
了祈福的
also
灯。
light candles
那
for
修
her
行过了一
parents
段时间
at
之
the
后呢，
Toronto
跟妈妈
Center.
电话、视频
After
问候，
a
看到
period
妈
of
妈脸
chanting,
色非常的好，白
she
里透
had
红，
a
还有
video
光
call with,
泽。 而
with
且呢，
mother,
妈妈
and she
开心
saw
地
that
告
the
诉她，
mother
多年的
is
胸口痛
glowing,
最近
and
也不
also
痛
her
了。
mother told
之
her
前
that
手
the
腕曾经
chest pain
摔
has
伤过嘛，
disappeared.
有的时候很
And
痛，现在也都缓解了，也
She
没事了。
fell before, and
爸
it
爸呢，
used to
本来
have
是
some
脾气
pain,
不
but
太
the
好的，
pain has
说话有的时候
also
很烦
relieved.
躁。那
Her father
通过
used to be
这个陈
very
可师姐
easily
为父亲念佛，而
irritated,
且回
but
向呢，
through these
父亲说话的语
chanting
气
and
温和
dedicating
了
the
很多
merits，to
情绪也
his
平和了。
her parents,
然后父亲
her
呢，怕冷，
father
不管
became
多热的
more
天呢，都要
gentle.
多穿好几件衣服。
Before, her father
可是这
always
几天
wear
呢，
more
他睡到
clothes.
半夜呢，就
But
会流
now,
很多汗
at
他就把这个
midnight,
寒
her
气
father
排出
would
来了，
always
而且
sweat,
脸
and
色
all
也
the
比前一段好
chilliness
了很
has
多。
already been
真好。
discarded.
所以陈
And
可他
so,
师姐自己很受益呢，
his,
然后在观想念
his
佛，在
appearance
念佛的时候
also
又跟着
gets
师傅一起
complexion
观
is
想
also
父母呢，
improved.
所以
And
他自己还
so,
几次都闻
Sister
到
Chenke,
身体散
when
发出
she
来
was
清香
chanting, she
有一次整
also
个卧室到
smelled
第二天
very
都还是香的。
beautiful
而且
fragrance,
他以
and
前的
even
手掌是
the
平
whole
的，
room
现在
was
5月明显
full of
隆
that
起
fragrance.
真是
Her
应了师傅的
palm
这个
used to be
念
very
佛
flat,
转
and
向
now
转命运的这个说
there
法了。
are little
所以
bumps
陈
on
可师
it,
姐她的
which
诚心的修行
actually indicates
提升
that
了自
her
己而且利益
faith
到
has
父母
improved.
真的
And
是
so this
健康吉
chanting
祥都得
brought
到了。感恩
看做
benefits
这
for
个
her
孝顺的儿
parents
女啊，
and also to herself.
除了让父
The
母
Master
直接
said,
受益沾光之外啊，
a filial
就是自己啊
children not
这
only
个身
going
心灵
to
都会
bring
得
benefits
到
to
了
the
沐
parents,
浴
but
一
their
般。
own
其实
body
这就
and
是
mind
发自
will
我
be
们内
bathed
心
by
的
Buddha light,
是
and
爱的作用
so this is the
对父母亲
effect
的孝
of
敬
love
也是
in our
爱
heart.
这个爱
Our
的作用
respect to
和
our
你散
parents
发
and
出
love
去的时
towards
候
parents,
其实自己最
this
受
is a great love and also
对，真是
benefit
非常好。
ourselves, and we
非
ourselves
常的
became
欢喜赞叹了。
the biggest benefit.
还有一位网友呢，他分享说，
And
师傅
another
好，
friend
弟子的婆
online
婆
also shared
从浴佛节开始就跟随师傅念佛，
mother-in-law started to
那之
chant
后呢，就
from
感觉
Buddha's
眼睛
birthday,
看东西
and
越来越
then
清晰，
her
也不干涩
vision
了
has improved
晚
a
上
lot,
呢也
and
很容易
dry eyes get better too, and her stomach disease for like dozens of years also improved, and every time when Master was drumming, her stomach feels warmer. And wherever she goes, she can always hear Master's chanting. And she felt lighter and more energetic. And these days, the dark spots and aging spots on her face also has became lighter. And she really liked Master's stories and teachings. And she really think they're so interesting, like it so much. That's great. So a master's blessing, all these sounds, and the chanting, the sound of the chanting, sound of the healing, you can actually record it with your brain. And so when you are doing other chores and when you're driving, then it's like a tape recorder playing the tape. And so this is a blessing from Buddha. And congratulations. And another sharing from this year on, every time I joined the group practice, the chanting group practice, I benefited so much. For 3 years, my legs were not very good, and so my right leg cannot move. And now all the symptoms disappeared. I can walk very freely. And so it's been so 3 years of leg disease disappeared in these after these chanting group practices. Congratulations. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will bless you. Good fortune and auspiciousness. And another friendship. And my pain has relieved a lot, and also I chant for my husband. After a week, the stone in his kidney also has come out, and I took a picture of the stone, the kidney stone, and it's 3 millimeters. Well, the diameter is 3 millimeters. It's almost like a millet grain, and it has been. Well, if it stays inside, it would be very painful. And another online friend, Mei Li Rensheng, Beautiful Life, and she said, maybe last year I helped planting for my mother-in-law. Maybe I was too tired. I couldn't get up anymore. I couldn't do anything, and the medication didn't help much. And then in December, I couldn't cook. I couldn't do anything, and if I walk faster, I couldn't, and I feel the chest pain too. And the medicine doesn't help. But in a chanting group practice, I benefit so much. I can cook. My voice is louder. I can work now. I'm a different person. I feel so happy and joyful and light and at ease. Thank you so much for Master's compassionate blessings and energy healings. And thank you. Oh, wonderful. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will bless you and your whole family. And wish fulfilling and auspiciousness. Yeah. And thank you, Master, for your great teachings and blessings. These months, because of pressure from work, and because after divorce I have to look after the children myself, and so my body and mind were not in a good state. Before I was very outgoing, but now became very depressed and couldn't sleep well. But very fortunately that during this pandemic and in the lowest time of my life, Master kept giving us teachings and healings, and I received a lot of strength and encouragement. And after yesterday's Master's energy healing, I slept so well for so long. I've never felt so refreshed after sleeping. And my mood and my strength also improved a lot. I'm not a very sensitive person. I don't feel much usually, but yesterday's energy healing allowed me to have such a sound sleep, such a miracle. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Master. Congratulations. One more. This is an English one. So Joyce will translate. Very grateful to have the continuous Grandmaster series of energy blessings and Dharma teachings. The result of this pandemic situation awakened me that I have lost almost all of my investments without any hope. When I looked back, it was always a regret for my ignorance and arrogance. Nonetheless, thankfully, I'm able to accept the situation and remain calm. I don't know how and what will happen next. I only knew Grandmaster's energy has helped me to elevate my energy, to eliminate my worries and fear. Grandmaster, your guidance is like a lighthouse, showing us the path in the dark, and your energy blessing is the fuel for us to cross over to another shore. Thank you, Grandmaster, for all the love and blessings. We love you, Grandmaster. Wonderful. I wish your whole family good fortune and wish fulfilling. Well, thank you, Master. Last time when you were doing energy healing, you used a very new way to crush the walnuts. And there's so many online friends benefited. We just picked very few of them, and it's already a thick stack of them. So today I can only pick very few of them to share with you and share with other online friends. One of the friends said, "Oh, Shifu, Grandmaster, this morning when I get up, I touched my left neck. There's a tumor and has already been a long time. Suddenly disappeared, you know. So this is like a sarcoma. Suddenly disappeared. It was just growing and getting bigger and bigger, and at the top of it, it was like a rice, size of a rice, and it becomes blackish brown, and very painful. And after the 3 days group chanting, she was about to go to see a doctor, but Master just took it away. So thank you so much, Grandmaster. Well, congratulations, Master said. And another friend said, well, Master, when you were crushing the walnuts, I felt very relaxed and very comfortable. At night, when I slept, I had a dream, and then I wanted to vomit. At the beginning, I was praying, and then I was, vomiting very big mouthfuls, one after another. I'm almost like spitting out the whole internal organs. And then, after all of that, I felt so light, and my breaths become very smooth. And then I fall asleep again. In the morning when I woke up, when I prostrate, I thought about the dream, and I took some deep breaths, and I felt that tightness in the chest has disappeared. And before there was always something pressing on the chest, and now it's gone, and I breathe so well. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Grandmaster. Well, congratulations. I hope you get lighter and also good fortune and wish fulfilling. And another disciple, Feng Cui, last month, she found some hyperplasia of the mammary gland. So she had some pain relievers and some antibiotics, but didn't get well. But after the energy healing, there's no pain at all. It's all light. Thank you, Master. And Wen Kun Jane in Vancouver. Last time when Master was crushing the walnuts, she felt a lot, because before she had that the myoma of the uterus, and it was very big, and whenever she prostrates, she can feel like it's a tennis ball. But after Master crushed the walnut, the second day she did prostration. She doesn't feel much about the tennis ball, and it almost getting flat, but still there's some fat there, she said. But thank you very much, Grandmaster. I hope everybody who have the bond with me will get lighter and healthier. And another friend who used to have sciatic pain on the leg, right after the energy healing, she doesn't feel, or he or she doesn't have that pain at all. And another friend, Jing Xi Mu, he or she said, after the energy healing, Master said after the healing, the pain will disappear. And right after Master finished saying that, her, her pain on the lower back suddenly disappeared. It actually was 20 years ago in a heavy snow, because she fell and then she had that pain. The pain has already been 20 years, and now it completely disappeared. And also on April the 21st, she made an offering, or she made an offering to the Vairkhana Thangka, and she wanted to pray for her husband to stop smoking and stop taking alcohol. Before, every meal, 3 times a day, she would have smoke and alcohol. But after that, it's only once every 3 days he would have some alcohol and also reduced smoking a lot. So this is really blessings and of the Buddha. You see, Buddha would change him. So this friend who always take alcohol, you should really stop, because if you continue to take alcohol, what if you all of a sudden twist your your lumbar and then hurt your lower back? Sorry, I released the secret. Anyways, it's not good for you. So this sharing is that she used to have, under the armpit, there's a lymph knot, was very hard and very painful. But after the energy healing, the hard spot disappeared and pain disappeared too. And thank you so much, Master. And you see, these sometimes doctors even cannot help. And there's another friend in Malaysia. Her daughter is in Singapore. And so because of the pandemic, her daughter hasn't come back home for 3 months. And 2 weeks ago, she said, her daughter said her wisdom teeth was very painful already for 2 days. And so when Master was doing energy healing, so the mother used the daughter's picture to receive healings. And so the next day, when they make phone calls, the daughter's tooth pain has been, it's only a little bit left, and she slept for 11 hours. Oh, it's because like before she couldn't sleep because of the pain, and now finally she can sleep so much. And before she had, I think it's an excessive bone on the joint, the finger joint, and it's painful. But after the healing, this disappeared. Oh, wow. That's really a miracle. Buddha light really shines on that. And Sister Huaizi in Vancouver, last Thursday, her grandson, 5-year-old grandson, all of a sudden, suddenly had a fever and didn't have appetite and had pain on the cheek, and so because of the coronavirus, they didn't want to go to the hospital. But looking at her grandchild is so uncomfortable, and she was so anxious, and so she went to the center to offer a 7-day lotus light, and then she gave her grandchild the pu'er tea, and then she purchased the blessed vase, that colorful 7-color vase to do the healing for grandchild, and also. So the second day, grandchild already is not having fever anymore. And then she used the 7-color vase to do the healing. And her grandson is so wonderful. And he was also chanting while he was receiving the healing. And so after the healing, all the swelling disappeared. And he didn't use any medications. Only within 4 days, the fever and the swelling and the pain all disappeared. It's so incredible. Wow, so wonderful. The Buddha light shines on Sister Huaizi and the whole family. So hope you will be healthy and wish fulfilling and safe. And another friend a Korean friend, he said, thank you for your teachings online, and thank you for your healings, energy healings every time. when Master was doing the prize draw, and when you are opening the fan with the painting of the flower of life, and he felt enormous blessings and healings, and he was sweating. And he was so touched, and tears keep coming down. Thank you for your great compassion. You gave me so much strength and energy. Wow, Buddha light shines on all, and I wish your whole family wish fulfilling and good fortune. And another online friend shared that Master's blessing helped her to eliminate a disaster. So one Saturday, she had a dream. In the dream, in her house there were a group of dwarfs, and then Grandmaster came in and lay on the bed, and the two leaders of the dwarfs kneeled down and begged Master to leave, but Grandmaster shook head and insisted on staying. But when she woke up, she didn't know what it means. In the morning, she went out with her husband, and she forgot to turn off the stove. But there was a pot on the stove and half a pot of water. She completely forgot it, and she sent her children to Chinese school and went to another city to do something. And then when she came home, she saw, she can hear the fire alarm, and she rushed to the kitchen, and she turned off the stove. The pot turned completely dark. The rice turned into charcoal. But very fortunately, there's only smoke. There's no flame. There's no fire. Oh, wow. That's why I didn't left, because Master, you stay there to protect them. Those 7 dwarfs are, if I tell you, you will probably be afraid. They want me to go, but I don't want to go. Maybe it's a coincidence, but at least this disaster eliminated, disappeared. Anyways, I hope Buddha light will shine on you and your whole family, and you have good fortune and wish fulfilling. And another sister shared her pet has also benefited. Before, the puppy at midnight will always wake up the owner and for her to go out and pee. And it was always like that. But after the energy healing, after the group practice and energy healing, one day she forgot. Well, actually, before at midnight, the puppy will always ask for snack at midnight, and then she said, well, one day, actually, when she forgot to let the puppy to watch Master's healings, then the puppy would look at her and insisted for her to show her Master's teaching and healings. And also, when the puppy used to ask for snacks, and then she said, if you ask snacks at midnight, Master will not be happy. And then the puppy immediately went back to sleep. And so, you see, these little animals sometimes benefit more than human beings, because human beings are more complicated and have more thoughts. And little animals are more pure. So sometimes they benefit more. And thank you so much, Master. There's friends from all over the world sending their benefits from the energy healing and teachings and chanting. Thank you so much, Grandmaster. Well, my pleasure. I am more confident now. I can see that these teachings and energy healings do benefit you. And it's already been almost 6 months. I've already talked about many things that before I really would talk about those topics. Before, we always just meditate, and we very rarely would talk about family precepts. I actually have been to many countries. Let's talk about, first of all, Chinese. Very few people abide by these, family precepts. And very simple precepts. Sometimes even adults, they don't know. And therefore, their family is a chaos, and they don't know that there should be, an order. And a lot of friends are happy to accept the healing. Some people might not like it, but it may be because of age. Usually, youth, they are, energetic, and they wanna go out and fight and fight for their future. But I'd like to warn you that this way would be the right way. And when I deliver teachings, I'm not pleasing you. I don't do things like that. Whenever I deliver teachings, I need to teach you the right thing, because otherwise I'm misleading you. If you're listening to my teachings, it must come from my heart. And all the experience, not necessarily from my own. Some are from what I heard or my summarized. And I only deliver what I feel is very precious. And then I will share with you. Maybe for the first time you hear, you cannot understand. Maybe you can listen to more times and then you'll understand better. Especially our youth and especially young girls. You might need to listen to the teachings more. In the future, you would maybe marry and then you have work from a girl, for someone's daughter, to become a daughter-in-law in another family. So this is a change in your position. And sometimes, if they don't know these precepts, then they might be nervous, and they sometimes will get sad, or the relationship might not get very well. But if you know them, your relationship might be more harmonious. I think all these precepts are very, very important, and that's why I deliver them to you and discuss with you, and that's why I share my experiences. And my friends who are close to me, they heard maybe too much, and so they get bored. And whenever they hear my teachings, they don't. Well, they're not interested. Maybe. Well, if I ask you to have dumplings every day, after months you are fed up with it. I hope our Vancouver disciples, if you would like to volunteer, come to the Vancouver Center, you can come here. You're welcome to come. And then those senior disciples, if they're fed, they're tired of these teachings, then they can go home. And for the prayers, if you fill out the online form, if you want to bring some prayers to your family, your friends, and the whole world, I'm cultivating and practicing every day, and all my, friends here, students here, this is a routine that we will always do every single day. So I hope, I believe that this will bring blessings here for the whole, in the center. And so when these prayers are placed here, and also we have the tanka of the Vairocana Buddha, of the 18-armed Chandi Guanyin Tanka, and also Ersto Bodhisattva. And so if you have a wish, a prayer, you can fill out the online form. You see, all these forms, we put it right in front of me on the wall. Show our online friends that we are, we are doing this. You didn't send out the pictures so that our online friends didn't see that. And therefore, you see, all your sincere wishes, we first will pray for Buddhas to bless you. Well, you didn't show the dates. Sometimes if you're too honest, well, then you're probably not wise. You might need to practice the meditation of awakening wisdom. Well, this year is a year with a lot of turmoil, with a lot of natural disasters. And we truly hope every online friend's sincere chanting will bring peace to the world, to the whole world. At least you have done your part. And I hope the turmoil in the United States would also calm down and pacified. And I hope every nation and every country will be in peace. So let's not put ourselves in too much political things and this country is better or that country is not so good, then you're happy. Well, it's not a good, compassionate heart. If your neighbor is suffering from war, how can you have peace? And so you see this coronavirus just starting from one country, and then it just spread to the whole world. So when you see other countries, other people are suffering, don't be happy. I hope you have a true, kind heart. So do not send those political posts, and we should have a true compassionate heart. Don't always want other people to have bad results, because otherwise, if you do so, maybe the next one who suffer will be you. I hope you can understand my teachings. I hope Buddhas, Bodhisattvas will bless the New York Bodhi Meditation Center. Their director of the center has been replaced. I hope that the transition will be smoothly. Some people would say, oh, the director changed, you would go. What are you cultivating? Are you cultivating to be a good person? We come to the center. We're cultivating our heart. When we change our name, are you still a Bodhi disciple? What are you here for? If you are not the director of the center, then you will not even be a disciple? Then that's not a good cultivation. Maybe you have to cultivate again your next life. That might be too late. So you need to have a compassionate, right heart and right thought. Whenever you are on that position, you need to do the right thing. Do not create a small group and think about your personal benefits. You need to have compassionate thoughts and right thoughts. Do you understand cause and consequence? So I hope all of you, as a Bodhi disciple, you would understand how to protect the benefits of Bodhi meditation centers. Do not allow your greed and your lust for name and fame affect you. Then it won't be good. I hope you would try to benefit all the people in New York. If your position is changed, then you don't do well, then you have to, come back and recultivate. Well, do not trying to be kind, but then still do some contaminated actions. And so now, Let's chant for all of your wishes. Let's chant to all compassionate Guanyin Bodhisattva. Let's start.
南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩 菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世。请大家搓搓手，
Please rub your hands
之后轻轻搓搓脸，
and then your face.
观想自己回到小时候7岁的样子，
Eyes
非常的聪明可
7
爱
years old.
啊，
Very intelligent, very lovely, and adorable. Quite chubby. You know, well, chubby kids are very lovely, right?
对，好，拍拍头，
And then pat your head.
观想像拍打旧毛毯尘土
And
飞扬起来。
visualize we're patting an old blanket and the dust coming out from the blanket.
一切疾病和烦恼消失。
All the illnesses and
对，你千万别
afflictions
多想，
disappear.
师
Don't
父这样
think
引导，你就
too
简单
much.
这么想，
If
越简单
I
越好。
guide you this way will visualize very simply like this. It's actually the hardest for doctors to receive energy blessings and healings, because when they think about the details of the body and the tissues, then it's actually harder. And the Buddha said it's just the four elements, the earth and water and fire and wind, and so it's made up, like our body is made up of these four elements, and so it's just that. And so just pat yourself, okay? Don't pat your neighbors, and pat the dust out.
好，接下来呢，我给大家做一些加持啊。先用挖那个马铃薯的那个啊，准备吗？
I'll use the potatoes.
光准备核桃了。过一会儿再砸核桃，好吧？这个有个程序哈。核桃是留着后来才能吃啊。
Usually there's a sequence. The walnut crushing will be later. So first we'll do the potato healing. So dig out the potato. Today's energy healings and blessings are also my presents to all the fathers in the world. I hope all the fathers will be healthy, at ease, and happy, and good fortune. Everything will go smoothly. You will live a long life. So I'm holding a potato. What I'm thinking is that your illnesses and afflictions will be digged out. I believe it's very effective. Actually, more than 30 years ago, when I was still practicing, many years ago, right? About 1987. Yeah, I think so. Oh, 86 or 87? There was an officer in a Tibetan officer, and he has a very small dog with curly fur. Looks like a girl, but that's a puppy. And, well, for whatever reason, that pug dog was having a diarrhea and was very thin. And they went to the vet, but couldn't help. And so his son knows me, and because his son broke his wrist, and I healed him. And he saw that the little pug dog is about to die and lying down, don't even want to open his eyes and don't want to walk, didn't want to walk. At that time, I was not very close to him, and so he phoned my master. And at that time, my master has phones, and so I saw the dog. It's a very lovely dog. And then I checked the situation, and I thought, I'll just give it a try, use this way. He didn't know what method I will use. I went to my kitchen and find a potato like this, and I used a bamboo chopstick to do like this. I consequently did like 3 potatoes, and then the dog starting to vomit some liquidish thing, and then the dog started to sleep. And it's almost like dying, but it's actually he's sleeping. But after 2 hours of sleep, the dog woke up and starting to walk. But because he didn't have food for a few days, and he was kind of like tumbling. And so, but that's good news. He can start to walk. And then his mother went to get some food for the dog, and then the dog was completely fine. I'd only used 3 potatoes. And so, you see, even the dog can get well so soon. Are you even harder than the dog? All right, I'll continue to give you the healing, the energy healing. I need to protect my eyes, so I'm using this goggle. I'm going to crush the walnuts in order to crush away your illnesses and your afflictions and your evil energy and bad negative energy. So all those evil energy and demons will leave you, not trouble you anymore. Well, this hammer is just a normal hammer. It's not a divine hammer. I'm just using my way to bring you energy healings and auspiciousness. Our online friends, you might feel it's weird, but that's okay. If you have any discomfort, after I crush several times, you might feel better and lighter. That's very easy. Buddha and the divine give me this Dharma power to help you all, help all sentient beings, and therefore, that's why your illnesses and pain will disappear. I hope all those people who have karmic bond with me, your life will be smoother and more auspicious. When I crush the walnut, I hope your life will also be better and smoother. I'm crushing away the obstacles in your life. Next Saturday would be which date? Would that be 27th? On 27th, we will have another prize draw. We have some really good prizes. So the prizes that we picked last time, some countries are maybe they can already receive them. Some countries they cannot receive because your country don't allow males. If the country doesn't have the males, then eventually, gradually you will start to receive the prizes. Whatever we promise, we will always keep the promises. So on the 27th, there will be prize draw again. So for those who sponsored for our Facebook teachings, online teachings, and also we will also pick some prizes for the people who are watching too. I'll try to find something more precious. Today, I prepared this teapot. It's very expensive. It's from the Jingding, workshop, and so this would be one of the prizes. It's probably a little expensive, but not too expensive. So this red stoneware teapot, and this little bowl, this is one of my collections. It's from the Yuan dynasty, and it's inherited. It's like a teacup. Some people might ask, what does it mean, this teacup? Well, to allow your children to always have food to eat, always prosperous. It sounds simple, huh? So next time, it would be Wednesday. Wednesday. I just mentioned the prize draw is on Saturday, the 27th. Look at the date. So 24th is Wednesday. We'll see you again. And we'll continue our online teachings. We haven't decided what to do, so that's all for today's class. I hope you are all healthy and everything will be smooth and you live a long life. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you.
小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，生命变得更坚定，无忧忧虑。因为有了你，日子不再有哭泣，不再有恐惧。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。日子犹如彩虹般美丽。 生就此欢喜，我快乐了。